We'll talk about wage and salary administration in this module, and we will be covering these topics when we say wage and salary administration. These are the basic topics which we are going to talk about, like what is the purpose, what are these different terms, minimum wage, fair wage, living wage, all about, what are the basic kinds of wage plan, elements of good wage plan, what are the different short-term, long-term rewards and incentive, and the requisite guidelines for effective incentive plans. We will also describe few laws and acts like Minimum Wage Act, Payment of Bonus Act, and Payment of Gratuity Act. So let's first of all begin with what is this wage and salary administration all about? It is essentially the application of a systematic approach to the problem of ensuring that employees are paid in a logical, equitable, and fair manner. So, when we say wage and salary administration, we are basically talking about a systematic approach, right? That people, the employees, are paid in a logical, equitable, and fair manner. Now, the terms which are used interchangeably at times are wage, salary, earnings, nominal wage, real wage, take home salary, minimum wage, living wage, and these days when we talk of employment, we are also referring to cost to the company, CTC, right? So, this is typically anything which an employer compensates for the labor put in by the or labor or effort put in by the employee. So how do we pay that employee? What is the logic on which that payment is based? All that comes under wage and salary administration. Now typically, as I said, we use these terms interchangeably, but there is a very I would say minor difference between terms, basic terms like wage and salary. Like wage earners are paid by typically an hour. They are those ad hoc workers or daily wage earners or the blue collar kind of workers when we talk of wages. And salary earners are paid by the year or by the month. So, secondly, salary earners usually receive paid time when they are not working. So, there is a concept of having paid leave. So, each year there are certain number of days which are put aside depending on the company's policy, and they are paid if they do not avail of those kind of teams, those leaves. So, even if they take off, their salary is not being deducted. But for wage earners, often they have to give up pay for their time off. And salaries are often calculated as packages and can contain all kinds of benefits and perks, whereas wages may or may not have that kind of package. Wage earners get paid more for working more than 48 hours in a week. According to Section 51 of Factories Act 91, we are talking of overtime. So, all those who are in a certain category of earning wages, who are into non-supervisory kind of categories or officer, they are non-executives or non-officers, they have as entitlement as per the law that if they work more than 48 hours in a week, they are entitled for double their basic salary. So they should by that hour. So if they, let's say the person employee has put in 50 hours in a week, so those 2 hours he should be paid double the amount of his normal basic salary per hour, and that is the kind of calculation or treatment given to such people. And now in 2019, code of wages was approved and passed by the parliament, and it is supposed to be implemented in year 2020. Once that is effective, even the white collars worker are under the gamut of overtime, which initially was not the case, right? So this whole difference between wage and salary can be tabulated in a certain manner, basis their meaning, basis the skills involved, type of cost, rate of payment, payment cycle, basis of payment, payment to whom, and nature of work and extra pay for extra hours. So this might change soon in this year once the code of wages is implemented, right? So, what is the meaning? A fixed pay that an individual draws for the work done by him on an annual basis, a variable pay that an individual draws on the basis of hours spent in a completing a certain amount of work. So, that is what wages. So, typically, here we are talking of skilled personnel, whereas wages are paid to semi skilled or unskilled. Type of cost, salaries are a fixed cost, and wages could be a variable cost. Depending on the manpower requirement, this could be a variable kind of thing in your account books. Rate of payment, fixed rate is there, whereas as per the wage rate, payment it could be monthly, it could be daily, it could be hourly. Basis of payment is performance basis, whereas this could be hourly basis. Paid to whom? The employees, and typically we call such people labor or the blue collared workers. And nature of work, administrative office work and manufacturing process work. So that is a typical sort of thing which we generally, when we mean we are saying wages, we mean manufacturing sector or labor oriented kind of industry. Now there are various regulations or the statutes as per the law of the land, and typically when we say wages there are different terms also involved. Now state regulations of wages are that the government has adopted various models to regulate wages in India, such as prescribing minimum rates of wage, regulating payment of wages, settlement of wage related disputes through adjudication processes, set up setting up of wage board, etc. Now, what are all these? These are all governed by certain laws. Like there is a Minimum Wage Act which was passed or initiated in 1948, Payment of Wages Act 1936. So if you see this, 1936 means it is way before even our independence as well. Equal Remuneration Act, Companies Act, Payment of Bonus Act, Payment of Gratuity Act, Employee Stock Option Scheme and Employee Stock Purchase, and most recent one being the Code of Wages, which is now being kind of all these four basic laws of Wages Act, Payment of Wages Act, Equal Remuneration Act, and Gratuity Act. They're all being subsumed and they are coming together in Code of Wages. So these all these different laws or these different acts which were passed, they had certain basic terms defined in them. So as per these kind of laws or acts, there are the different terminology used for how to pay in a particular employee. And when we say how to pay a particular employee, we are referring to the terms like, as I said, minimum wage, the need based minimum wage, so on and so forth. So what is the very I would say thin line difference of all these terminologies? It is all dependent on the various acts, how they have defined those terms. So minimum wage is the most widely recognized term in the realm of employee compensation. It is the lowest hourly wage an employer can pay an employee for the work. That is minimum wage. The need-based minimum wage is the amount of remuneration fixed on the basis of norms accepted at the 15th session of Indian Labour Conference held at New Delhi 1957. And again, that need-based minimum wage would have been arrived at that point of time, that what is the cost of living, in a way that what is the cost of um roti kapda makan, sort of basic needs. So how that is how they used to calculate that for a family of four people, what would be the requirement of food, what would be the requirement of housing, what would be the requirement of basic clothing for the family of unit of four. So basis that, this sort of calculation is arrived at. Fair wage, another term, is a compilation of company practices that lead to a sustainable wage developments like compliance with national wage regulations such as minimum wage, payment of wages, overtime payments, paid holidays, social insurance payments. So fair wage means being fair to the employee. So minimum wage is just taking care of the lowest hourly wage. Need based is taking care of your basic needs as an employee. And fair wages, which is a little more inclusive of not just the minimum wage, but also things like overtime, paid holidays, and so on and so forth. Ensuring proper wage adjustments as living wage and minimum wage change. And also, fair wage means taking note of and making certain changes in that wage in case there is any adjustment required as far as the living wage or the minimum wage is concerned. Wages that align with skills necessary for the job being performed. That is something to do with your skills. If the person is semi skilled or unskilled, basis that this fair wage can change. Now, what is a living wage? Living wage is the lowest wage at which the wage earner and his or her family can afford the most basic cost of living. So, again, when we talk of basic cost of living, it will include all the basic necessities of life like clothes, housing, food, so on and so forth. Right? Let me know if you have any queries. Stay tuned for more content.